All right, welcome everyone to the final race, the one that counts. So, in the heat race number 2, I ended up finishing P6, so that's where I'm starting for the final race. The sun's starting to go down. One of the things that they warned us and have warned us in the past is as soon as the sun goes down in this track, the track changes drastically, and that's definitely true. You'll see here turns 1 and 2 especially are going to be shaded pretty much the entire race, and there's much less grip than earlier in the afternoon when there was some sun on it. So just something we have to contend with there. Yeah, it's been a great evening. Great racing, and I'm very excited to jump into this 12-lap final race. So on the warm-up lap here, I'm not swerving as much because of the mistake I made in the prior race. I did not want to repeat that again, but still trying to get some heat in the tires, and I can feel that my kart is actually fairly good. Seems like it's turning to the left and right as well as I could want it to, so that's good, and I'm feeling pretty good as we approach the start here. Alright, so you'll see I'm on the outside starting here going into turn 1 and 2, and I actually prefer that sometimes. Yes, you're on the outside for turn 1 and 2, however, that quickly becomes the inside line for the slight right-hand kink, and then turn 3 that I'll call the tight right-hand hairpin. Alright, green flag, and here we go. So, able to gain a little bit on the outside here into P4 briefly. Right here is why I like starting on the outside. See, immediately I jump up right into the inside of kind of the first key positional corner. I'm able to jump up into 4th position from my starting position of 6th. Pretty happy with that. And yeah, just getting a feel for the kart, getting a feel for the brakes. That's one thing with rental racing. You just got to adapt to the kart as quickly as you can. Figure out where the braking point is, figure out where you lock up. Yeah, just trying to drive the kart to the best of your ability and the best of its ability, really. Able to gain another position there up the inside on the final corner. So now I'm sitting in P3. Taking an inside line here just to kind of fend off any attack. Coming back from the 4th. Well, there it is. See if we can make that stick going into the hairpin. And I got another surprise visitor up the inside. So we ended up taking that about 3 wide, but you know, both these drivers are good, and we were able to keep that clean and stay on track. So you see a slight mistake there. I was going to try to take that opportunity to go up the inside, but he managed to keep that keep enough speed and not go too wide. So good driving there. You see, I make a mistake. So I'm going to brake a little early here to make sure I don't slide too far up into that corner with some dirty tires. All right. So sitting in P4 right now, my goal is definitely to get up onto the podium. Well, my goal is to win. But I can see 1 and 2 kind of gaining quite a bit of a gap to us, but just want to make sure we can stay in touch. Hopefully they're battling and slowing each other up a little bit. Able to make a fairly easy move into P3. I'm not sure what happened there. Looked like the guy ahead of me just kind of went wide. I keep making that same mistake there, dipping my right side tires into the dirt on the exit of that left-hander in the back part of the track. See a little bit less grip, able to keep it out of the barriers though, and all is well. Gosh, this view coming down the main straight is beautiful. A lot of people were having trouble with the sun if they had clear visors. I definitely understand that. It was quite bright. Thankfully I have a pretty dark shield on my helmet. So now just trying to put in some fast laps. I do have P4 on my tail, but I didn't feel super threatened by him, and I really wanted to close this gap to 1st and 2nd. Did not want to let them just walk away. So trying to put in some quick laps here. feeling pretty good with this kart. I do remember that the brakes on this kart felt really, really good. I felt very confident on them. And at least for me and my driving style, if I'm not confident on the brakes, that tends to compromise my racing quite a bit. I really need to feel confident on those, especially passing up the inside, just kind of late braking people, trail braking into the corners. All that's pretty difficult if the brake on your particular kart is, I guess, untrustworthy or more of an on and off switch rather than modulating. So able to close down the gap a little bit here as we go through the carousel, and the gap behind me is spaced out a decent amount right now. So really, just my head is down, trying to put in as fast as lap as I can, trying to chase down first and second. You can see there how turn 1 and 2 has significantly less grip than earlier sessions. There was an incident, I can't remember if it was in the final or one of the heat races, but there was somebody who drifted a little too high off of turn 1 and 2 and went off the track. Definitely seen it happen. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty good, pretty confident. Really got a feel for the kart. Able to take quite a bit of speed into that final corner. Comfortable it's going to hook up, stay out of the barriers. And now this hairpin, right-hand hairpin, turn 3 is starting to get pretty shaded, and without grip on that corner, it can be pretty tricky. Directly affects this front straight and your speed down it if you mess up the exit of that turn 3 corner. So a little bit of a lonely mid race here. Just really hoping to chase down P2. And you can see that gap starting to close. Really using the full track there, just trying to keep the momentum as much as possible. That's really the key to racing these lower horsepower karts. It's all about momentum and just carrying as much momentum through each corner as you possibly can, because they really don't have much acceleration. So you can't just throttle out of a corner like you could in a two-stroke, for example. So starting to catch P2. I'm getting pretty excited here because I feel like I'm pretty hooked up and I'm gaining on P2. So now I'm going to try to take a look and see what corners I may be a little bit faster than him in, and which corners he may be faster than me. Just trying to come up with a plan on how to get by this guy in the last couple races, the last couple laps of the race. Looks like turn 3 I was significantly faster than him. Now I'm on the bumper. So I really wanted to not just rush this pass. I knew if I just, rushed it or just kind of went for the first gap that I saw, there was a potential for getting, caught up and tangled and losing more than just one position, right? So here you'll see me on the outside. I brake early, try to do an over and under, and am able to just barely squeeze by. Take a normal line through turn 1 and 2. Able to stick it through 3 and 4. But you'll quickly see that I have company right there. Good move from that driver. I'm not sure of his name, but we had some really good racing, and just a pleasure to drive with people that you're confident are not going to make some errant move. And it's just nice to be able to trust other drivers. So good battle here. Just trying to stick on him. Here we'll see the white flag come out. And now we're going to have to start contending with lapped traffic, which doesn't impact too much, but you know, it's a little distracting, I would say. Right. So hoping to just catch up to the bumper here and make a move that sticks. Make a smart move that sticks. And move up to P2. Okay, right on his bumper again. And a little wide on my exit. Possibly compromised. Oh, my bad. Now we're on the last lap. So, again, we have some lap traffic we need to deal with here. So, unfortunately, my GoPro stopped recording. Did not capture the full final lap. So, finished P3. Overall, great afternoon, good racing, had a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.